Okay, for question 6, we've got 3 data sets that I've brought in. We've got the municipalities in green, we've got the raster with elevations in the background, and then we've got the county shape files for these 2 counties here. And the question is, what's the name of the Beaver County municipality with the highest average elevation? So we're really only interested in the municipalities that fall within Beaver County. If you don't know which one's Beaver, we can open the attribute table and select that row. So this is our Beaver County. Now that that's selected, actually, we could do a select by location. And the selecting feature needs to be the county. And the things we want to select are the municipalities. Intersect should work. I think that's how we'll just leave it. And we don't need a search distance, and it is a new selection. So if we turn off that, we've got these municipalities right here, and we really don't have to worry about anything else. Let me just... So that trick is when you've got the Explorer, the navigation hand, if you press the Shift key, you can draw a rectangle, and that exact extent will fit to the window as best as ARC can make it fit. So again, like if we want to draw that rectangle, it's kind of a nice shortcut. All right, so we've got these 3 municipalities. I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of them so I know I'm only working with those guys. We'll call it the Beaver municipalities. Okay, and then we'll clear and turn off the inputs so we know that we are in fact just analyzing those 3. Looks good. All right, so the question is, what's the name of the municipality in Beaver County with the highest average elevation? Are you guys sensing a theme? This is another zonal statistics question. So we've done a little bit of select by attribute, select by location in the last few questions, leading us up to this point. And now that we've got the 3, we're going to do zonal statistics again. Okay, so the zones that we care about are the municipalities, and our input value raster is going to be the elevations. So zone field, we need to have a unique identifier here again because we want to get results for each municipality separately. So let's look and see what we have to work with. The name would be an obvious choice because that's unique. There's an object ID. County number is not unique. So if we wanted to get, statistics for all of these combined, you'd use a non-unique value like that. Let's stick with name. It keeps things nice and simple for us on the other side. So zone field. Yeah, so if it's not clear, these are all of the columns in our attribute table for this data set. All right, elevations, output table, ugly name, and run. That was fast. All right, let's take a look and see what we have. Okay, we've got 3. That's good news. The first thing I do is look at my minimum and my maximums and just make sure that they make sense. These numbers are too close together to be slope. So it's possible we could have 1,000% slope. Oh, I don't know, I guess as rise approaches run, it would get pretty steep, but they're not very realistic for this area. And your min and max shouldn't be this close. Oh, and in a municipality, yeah, you definitely wouldn't have slopes like this in a city. Right, so we can assume that these really are the elevations and the values make sense because our range is from 1350 up to 3700 meters. Okay, and the question is asking for the highest average elevation. So here's our average, and we'll just sort it descending. And The city of Beaver is higher than the other two by about, I don't know, 300 meters. And there we have it. We can't select Beaver from the table because this is a non-geometry table. If you wanted to select it, you would select it from the polygon attribute table. There we go. All right, so how else could we approach this? I didn't run into a whole lot of options during class last week. You know, a lot of clever solutions, you know, trying to clip elevations. I saw a lot of people wanting to clip the rasters. It's just not necessary to clip the raster. I still don't know how you'd get the average. I mean, it works really well for the majority and minority because you can use the count field as the most common or the least common, but it's not as easy when you're dealing with averages of continuous values. So again, zonal statistics, you can rely on it all the time. And again, it was Beaver, city of Beaver.